What's up, you guys? Welcome back to the channel. Today is a dark day. Our 2009 Mercedes-Benz was in an accident and we think it's totaled. But let me go bring it around for you guys. Is it bad?
It's pretty bad.
Oh.
Poor girl.
I see the issue.
What do you think happened?
I don't act.
Because what it looks like is, like, maybe they were trying to turn and they like hit something right here, but hit like a taller vehicle, and so this is like,
that's what I was thinking.
their
Like
undercarriage
it
kind of scraping over. Like this went under something. Because this could be a whole lot of tire mark right here.
That's what I was kind of thinking of too.
So.
That's tire mark and somebody ran over it.
Yeah, what did they do?
Good question. So as you can see, the damage is pretty extensive. We have hood damage up here. It is caved in this front line, caved in the front of this hood. This is not salvageable. This will have to be replaced. The fender is also crushed in as well. The bumper cover's also been badly torn apart. Headlight pushed in. Surprisingly, the high beam does still work. All the other lights are finished, even missing the turn signal light. This is pretty bad, guys. There's a major impact right here on the bumper crash bar. It's been pushed in all the way. This Mercedes has a lot of white brackets and fender brackets. They're all shoved in as well. Surprisingly, I don't think anything's leaking. The tire looked like it took a pretty significant impact as well. When you're driving straight, the steering wheel is actually pointing to the left and this wheel is pointing to the right. So I can assume that the wheel also got pushed in when it got impacted. And the fender liner is jammed in here. And I got the Benz and it's all wrecked. No inspect. I pass the state troopers when I'm heading to the next spot. The next spot. The rest stop. The big box. I don't know. Oh my god, bars. I'm just not in the mood for rapping right now. The bumper is literally torn in half on this side. The grill is all broken up as well, and all the stuff behind the grill. If you saw our previous Mercedes-Benz video, you know there's a lot of plastics behind this and they're all destroyed now too. This is terrible. Even the lower grill's all broken. Now with all this damage, we are gonna assume that this thing is totaled. There's just enough damage on this vehicle with the hood, the fender, and the bumper cover, the headlight, the crash bar, and everything underneath that. We're gonna assume that this is gonna rack up pretty high price because they're all Mercedes-Benz parts. Now this car is very near and dear to us for a couple of reasons. We got this car back in 2021 for $6,000, and at the time it had about 64,000 miles on it, and currently it has 188,000 miles. It has been super reliable over the years. Now this car has consistently been one of the top performers in our Turo fleet, generating over $50,000 in the last 3.5 years alone. And you might say that comes at a pretty significant cost whenever it comes to maintaining something like this, but this cheap class is cheap. Now in terms of maintenance, Mercedes-Benz do have bigger oil pans, and the oil isn't actually all that expensive. 5W30 and generic pure liter oil filters only cost me under $30 for every oil change. And I only have to do them every 8,500 miles. Outside of tires and brakes, those are also affordable as well. This is a 17-inch tire, so they haven't been exuberantly expensive and they only cost about $120 each. And after 188,000 miles, this thing still looks amazing on the inside. The only bit of interior repair we've had to do outside of replacing a couple of air vents occasionally is this driver's seat, and the replacement still looks amazing too. Now in our ownership, we've only ever had to do the brakes once and maybe about 3 sets of tires. Under the hood, a common problem is just the rear cam caps. Those are $40 to replace, and they just prevent any oil from leaking out the back. We've had to replace one alternator and the battery twice. From a 16-year-old vehicle with nearly 200,000 miles, not as daunting as you'd expect in terms of maintenance and reliability from a German luxury vehicle. Now we have already submitted this damage claim with Turo, so we're just waiting to hear back to them to see whether or not this is a total loss.
The next day.
So we're on our way to go see a car that we want to replace our 2009 Mercedes with, and what better car to do it with than another Mercedes. So it's been proving hard to find a car that's like our Mercedes-Benz, because up until 2014 is when it was identical for our model, which is a 2009, that had the V6 engine. Once it goes over to 2015, they redesigned the body, and the C300s no longer came with a V6 engine, which we know to be tried and true. So today we're looking at a 2013 Mercedes-Benz C300, but this one is a luxury, which should be the top trim. And it's a clean title with 100,000 miles, but at the price that we're looking at it for, it seems like too good of a deal to be true. This is broken right here on the back of this little plate cover. Does this work? Wow, it does.
This works.
That's leaking down.
Is that a deal breaker?
Not a deal breaker, it's these front cam caps actually. That is pretty common on some of these Mercedes. And if I had to guess, I can't see the engine air filter, but I don't think it's been changed in a while. Coolant. It is almost overfilled on coolant. I can't open it and check it. And everything else seems like it was. Alright, so far just looking at it, it's actually in good shape. It's got new brakes on the front. They didn't do the pad sensor. And it has one TPMS sensor that's out. It has surprisingly good tires in the back. I haven't checked the date codes yet. That definitely does need to be checked. And I think it needs at least one driver's side fender and one side view mirror. But the price is unbeatable. Unbeatable! Oh, the hood does not show closed. Interesting. It's closed. So the only one that was actually having an issue, the output for the ambient light lamp has malfunction. Okay, so this thing right here, I've had to replace those before.
That was on the 2009, right?
And our 2013 as well, so that's normal. The sensor for the engine head has a malfunction. There's no signal change. That's stored in active, so that might be a common issue. We'll see what that is about. And then right side marker lamp fault, open circuit. That's just a burnout bulb. But it's actually not even showing right now on the dash, because the lights aren't on. Service AF exceeded by 610 days. Hasn't had an oil change in a long time. 11/24/2022, 96,000 miles, and then currently the car has 104.
So it hasn't been being driven lately.
Yeah.
A few minutes later.
I think we just found the deal breaker. I just tried to floor the car, and it didn't like it. Interesting. It didn't want to go, and it seemed like it traction control kicked on, and then the car was like, That's interesting. I want to see if I can duplicate that, because this is an all-wheel drive car. Check brake pad work. Hooray. Oh, it just went away. Yeah, look at that.
Inoperative C operator's manual.
Check engine light came on.
Oh my god.
This is why we always drive the cars hard. For that reason right there. Cars seem fine. You go to floor it, no.
Does your thing show what that check engine light's for?
We're gonna have to plug it back in to see. But I'll have to do it when it's stopped. Floor it. Floor it!
Oh my god, it's not flooring.
Floor it! I can't even. We lost all power. I can't even. Hello? Well. And we were just discussing about buying this car.
We literally had basically decided to buy it.
Alright. So that's like half the battle. Is like you get in these cars, you hook up the scanner. Scanner says decent, there's enough stuff that's wrong with it, but not like terrible. And then you go on your test drive and you go to floor it, and then the car doesn't want to do it. And it wasn't immediately duplicatable.
Yeah, it wasn't.
And what are the two tests that we always do? Floor
Hard
test?
floor, hard stop.
Hard stop. Accelerated pedal has a short circuit to positive. Interesting. One or more signals sent from the end. So this was in there before, and I was curious what it was. Electronic stability program braking system, and a consequential fault. That's also part of the trash control. The sensor for the head hasn't. Okay, yeah. So something wrong with the gas pedal. I don't know. I don't feel confident in this one now.
Oh, 100%. 100% pass.
Well guys, we really wanted to end this video in a different way. This Mercedes was wrecked about 2 months ago, and in this video we really wanted to show us replacing this Mercedes-Benz with another one. But we've literally had zero luck. We even went so far as to look at plane tickets to fly to go buy one in Florida, but that $9,000 car turned into a $13,000 car after a bunch of dealership BS. We're specifically looking for a C300 that is a V6, and while there is a lot of Mercedes-Benz C250s, there's not a lot of C300s in the area. So even though we don't have a replacement for you guys in this video, we do have the numbers. We bought this Mercedes-Benz in 2021 for $6,000. We put approximately 110,000 miles on it, and we're paid $8,230 with the total loss. That means we're paid out $2,230 over what we initially paid for this vehicle. Now this is really bittersweet because we are very happy about the payout for this vehicle, but this was one of our best performing vehicles over the past few years, and it's proving very difficult to replace it for obvious reasons. It's the best car. But stay tuned because we will be getting a replacement for it soon enough. And as always guys, be sure to hit that like button, hit that subscribe, and hit the notification bell. Please, like, hit all of them. And we'll see you in the next episode.